Peace. This is the enemy's public. I am Bro.Nasir. Now, I've always said that I'll never put people's names in the title of my streams. Yet, when someone is so self-hating and serves to the detriment of my people on the level of a Brandon Tatum, I have to address this Negro. This is a weak, self-hating Negro who used to be a Tucson, Arizona police officer, a failed athlete, NFL reject, who resigned from the police department to be a wannabe honorary white supremacist. I never seen such utter stupidity in my life. Brandon Tatum actually think that because white people root him on and pat him on his stupid back, that he actually has risen above the condition of his people. The fool also actually thinks that there's a comfortable place for him in white supremacy. To Brandon Tatum, they like what you're saying. They don't like you ignoramus. They like what you're saying because they benefit from your stupidity. They benefit when you justify the harm and murders of Black men, women, and children. I have yet to see Brandon Tatum criticize police for wrongdoing or side with Black people when they're treated unjustly by police or regular white anti-Black racists. He always makes excuses for them every single time. You have to be a special kind of retardation to quit the police force and are still walking around calling yourself officer. Yet after 5 to 6 years on the department, regardless to what, you are not an expert. Sergeant Cheryl Dorsey, a retired LAPD officer of 25 years, between Brandon Tatum, the fake insignia wearing David Clark and Brandon Tatum, and Cheryl Dorsey. Cheryl Dorsey would be the expert when it comes to policing after being a sergeant in a large police department for over 25 years. Now, Brandon Tatum is still walking around here calling themselves officer. Yet Fox News would use him because he's willing to serve to the detriment of his own people. And he's too stupid to realize it. He's always on TV, on Fox News, sounding stupid and looking stupid, but he loves what he does, serving to the detriment of his people. Now, this fool stated in the presence of an entire audience full of white people that he used to be pro-Black. And he said he wore gold teeth and sagged his pants and everything, making sagging his pants and wearing gold teeth synonymous to pro-Blackness, using negative stereotypes as being pro-Black. Now, this is a young man in his 30s, but I gotta add dumb to his equation. I have to add dumb to it. I think he's about 34, 35 years old. He's young and dumb. Now, he said he used to be pro-Black. Now, I want to know, the question is, what have you done, Mr. Tatum, that would be considered pro-Black? When did you stand and act on behalf of Black people exclusively, which is the definition of being pro-Black. Being pro-Black is a Black man or woman who stand and act on behalf of our people exclusively. He also said he went to church and got a revelation from God, and that's what make him behave the way he behaved today. That's why he's not pro-Black anymore, because he got a revelation from God. That is totally backwards. White Christians gave him a Bible and taught him to hate himself and to love others. And he said it came from God, and that's why he's no longer pro-Black. White people cheer him on because they love hate rallies. White people love hate rallies, especially when it's a self-hating Negro who will sell his own mother. He'll sell his own mother out, pandering to white people. For hell, he slapped his own mother. So it's in line with how white people feel about their mothers and how they treat their mother. They don't respect their mothers. They actually throw their mothers away, talk any kind of way to their mother, yell and scream at their mothers, and even put their hands on their mothers. But I know for a fact, for certain, I don't know how long ago that was, but if this dude was my brother and he even raised his voice to my mother, we'll have problems. I would have to beat the brakes off him. But if he had the audacity to put his hands on my mother, I would have to kill him. Now, this shows that this dude is patronized because of his self-hate. Anyone who will support a man who actually assaulted his own mother is no damn good themselves. This is a man who got on his social media and said that he assaulted his own mother because of something she said. I would have murdered him for putting his hands on my mother. As my brother, I would have put him in his grave. And he made an excuse for it and said, don't judge him. That's something you should have never told anyone. If you want to be respected, that you put your hands on your own mother. I don't see a reason that you can actually put your hands on your own mother. But this same guy who was a Tucson, Arizona police officer who's going around here justifying every single murder that happened to our people. Every time you look, he says something justified. He said Tatiana Jefferson's murder was justified. He said that Breonna Taylor's murder was justified. He even saying Jaylen Walker's murder is justified. He make excuses after excuses for white supremacists and white supremacist police officers. He make excuse after excuse for those people when they murder us. As a black man, pretty soon, you're going to have to answer to your behavior, because our people can't afford you. We can't afford Negroes like you that go around justifying the murderers of our children, our women, our elderly. We cannot afford Negroes like you, and you're going to have to answer to your foolishness, Mr. Tatum. So you do this because you think that there's no consequence to it. You hide behind the Caucasian people who cheer you on, that love for you to be the keynote speaker to the hate rally. You're the keynote speaker of a hate rally because, white people love hate rallies. especially when it's a Negro who hate himself. They love it. But you're going to have to answer to us soon. I don't care how many subscribers you have and how many times Fox News invites you on the channel to spew self-hate for yourself and your own people. But you're going to have to answer to us. You're a cornball Negro who play tough in front of white people. You're one of those Negroes who be around white people and they already have a stereotype about black people. And you act like you're the tough guy in front of those white people. You are sickening. Negroes like you need to, you are what you call a useless eater. Peace to the brother, American Negro, brother Keith Weston, and brother Prophet Levi. Peace to all the family. I'm talking about this Negro, Brandon Tatum, who spews hate for our people, a Negro we cannot afford. He's often invited to speak on Fox News. They only have him speak on Fox News is because they like what he say. He go there and he spew hate and he make excuses and he present himself. It's just so stupid. He was on the force like 5-6 years and they using him as an expert. His boss is not an expert in policing. But Fox News would use him because they like the narrative that he pushed. He would get on Fox News and he would justify every single murder of black people, men, women, and children, even the children. I've never seen so much self-hate spewed in my entire life. Now, I played this video before, and this young sister have more fortitude than a lot of adults when speaking to the police. I'm not going to play that one yet, but I'm absolutely certain that our brothers and sisters seeing this video, it's a short video. It's just like, I call it reality in the land of make-believe. This is what I call it. Reality in the land of make-believe. That's what I call reality in the land of make-believe. We shouldn't be taking our children to that foolishness anyway. We should be taking our children to more educational things. I know we want our children to have fun, but that is not a reality. The reality was what's on that video. Those are characters, and those are false characters, and they teach our children a kumbaya doctrine. Now, that's what I call reality in the land of make-believe. Now, like my brother Keith Weston said, I just had to address him because he thinks he's risen above the condition of his people. And he thinks there's a comfortable place for him in white supremacy. Brandon Tatum does. Yet, I hope that he get his nigga wake-up call. And I hope it's the same people that he panders to. I hope it's a cop that does harm to somebody he loves or even him because he really thinks these people can do no wrong. He is a cornball, but I just wanted to address this Negro. But this young sister who spoke to the police, and she let them have it. I played this video before, but I like it so much, I want to play it again.
I'm going to say it again. I'm 13 years old. All of you are adults. Adults, right? You can drive, you can drink, you can vote. I don't have that. When I asked my mom if I could be dropped off here, her response was, "Is it safe? Is it safe?" You know, we had someone come up here and talk, don't teach our children to disobey those who are protecting us. I don't see them protecting me. If you want to talk about those protecting me, I look to those who are standing right now because my trust isn't in them. I don't trust any of you. I don't trust any of the police officers because you have shown time and time again that we cannot trust you. I go to City High Middle School, just voted the top high school in the state. You know what they teach us? Teach us to speak up for yourself. We're IB learners, right? We're smart. None of you are smart. None of you can recognize murderers. You can identify that there is a problem, but you cannot fix it. I don't know much about the law. Again, I'm young, but I'm pretty sure an accomplice to a murder should be arrested. And right now, all of you sitting and doing nothing are accomplices to a murder.
Please refrain from the additional commentary. If you could let her finish.
I am frustrated, and frustrated can't even begin how absolutely terrified I am to live here. I'm expected to raise my kids here. I'm expected to go outside and walk my 5-year-old little brother. God forbid we look too scary. God forbid he accidentally is wearing his hood and we get the police called on us because we are window shopping to go steal later. I don't want to keep coming here. Trust me, this is not how I want to spend my night. I don't want to come here. I don't want to sit here and I don't want to have to beg you to stop killing people. That's not what I want to do. I have friends. I have other things that I could be doing, and I'm sitting in front of a group of adults who think murder is okay. And you can't sit here and tell me you don't think murder is okay because you're allowing it to happen. If you want to talk about God, you want to talk about Jesus, I'm a Christian. I don't know what God some of these people believe in, but it sure ain't mine. I have never read in the Bible where he said we should allow the people who are supposed to be protecting us kill us. I'm sorry, maybe I missed that scripture though. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Please, please do not make me sit here and scream another name.
Now, that's a young 13-year-old truth coming from the mouth of babes. Now, I wonder if or what kind of excuse will Brandon Tatum make for the police captain. I forgot what department it was, but it was a state police captain who they just arrested yesterday, who was found with a whole lot of child pornography. They arrested him. A captain of the state police was just arrested yesterday with a whole lot of child pornography. They fired him and they arrested him yesterday. I wonder if he's going to defend this guy and find some kind of excuse to make for this guy. As wicked and corrupt as police departments are, they should do something to defend themselves. Good work will defend themselves, but to just want people to think they're heroes without any heroism, we're not doing that. Now, police departments all across America are recruiting gang members. Peace to Brother Godbody. Now, I think he's the police chief. the sheriff, Villanueva over in Los Angeles, they actually have gangs in the police departments. And not only that, years ago, the FBI said that most of the major police departments have been infiltrated by gangs. They even have tattoos that they chose to identify and distinguish their ranks, clicking in the ranks and gangs in the ranks also. And not only that, a lot of these gangs have Hispanics in them. So that camaraderie that we so-called had, that people of color nonsense, that is non and void. Because when a lot of these dudes get on these police departments, they change. And you can see a lot of our own people will get on police departments and change. Don't want nothing to do with their family. I mean, actual family members don't want nothing to do with their families once they get on a police department. So what does that say about you trusting your family member who's in law enforcement? You can't even trust them, not alone Hispanics and Caucasians. I don't know what they do to these people when they put them through the academy. They want a job so bad that they would sell their own people out. I just don't have that in me to sell my own people out. But this Negro, Brandon Tatum, I had to address him because I don't like people who serve to the detriment of my people. This is The Enemy's Public. I am Bro.Nasir. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section. Peace.